The human heart, the foundation of the human cardiovascular and circulatory systems. Without it, our arteries would not be able to carry blood and much needed oxygen to every corner, tissue, and extremity of our bodies. The average adult human heart beats roughly 80 times every minute, or 115,200 times every day. In accomplishing this, the heart also continually pumps oxygen-rich blood through over 60,000 miles of blood vessels in the human body, a majority of which are veins, and most importantly, arteries. The role of the arteries in the vascular system is to carry oxygenated blood away from the heart to almost every part of the human body. It takes very little for one of these arteries to become blocked and for blood flow to be impeded, an event that can not only mean a trip to the hospital, but potentially even death. Atherosclerotic risk factors are not commonly known among the people of my community and even most Americans. It is my mission to educate these people. Any artery throughout the human body can lie subject to lifestyle limiting or even life-threatening blockages. For example, atherosclerosis in the carotid artery that supplies oxygenated blood to the brain can cause cerebrovascular accidents or stroke and can lead to fatality. As plaques begin to settle and accumulate on the carotid arterial wall, a stenosis or moderate blockage will form. As the lumen or the path of the artery becomes even narrower, an occlusion or a full 100% blockage can form. This can lead to health repercussions for that particular vascular bed. In the case of the carotid artery, this could potentially mean a lack of blood flow to the brain, leaving the possibility of stroke. But why, may you ask, would atherosclerosis block or even occlude my arteries? Although vascular and health experts do not know exactly the cause, several risk factors and lifestyle choices are proven to further atherosclerosis. Obesity, an epidemic that only increases the chances of atherosclerotic diseases for all Americans. As of 2012, 30% of the U.S. population is obese, a lifestyle choice that shows how little Americans care about the health of their arteries. Smoking is one of the most prevalent risk factors of atherosclerosis as well. As of 2012, 58.5 million Americans smoke on a daily basis, and in the act are unknowingly injuring their arteries. Poor diet causes atherosclerosis as well. Fast food is everywhere. Most people will take that 5-minute drive to McDonald's 4 or 5 times every week. A high-fat diet is a definite atherosclerotic risk factor seen in today's society. Lack of physical activity will also increase one's chances for atherosclerosis. Americans seem to always be watching television, playing video games, eating more food, and choosing not to partake in at least 30 minutes of physical activity every day. This sedentary lifestyle is a true risk factor of atherosclerosis and a behavior seen among many Americans. Risk factors like obesity, smoking, poor diet, and a lack of physical activity are all risk factors that can ultimately be controlled and can be changed to help increase the health of our arteries and prevent atherosclerosis. However, risk factors such as age, family medical history, and stress levels exist as well. High cholesterol, high blood pressure, and diabetes are also health factors that may provoke atherosclerotic diseases. Simple lifestyle choices can help you to avoid the possibility of atherosclerotic diseases. The manifestations of atherosclerosis are numerous and life-changing. However, symptoms of most manifestations of atherosclerosis are completely non-existent, making atherosclerosis a quiet killer. PAD, or peripheral arterial disease, is the lower extremity form of atherosclerosis, a blockage typically occurring in the superficial femoral artery of the leg. Over 30 million people in the world live with PAD. PAD can cause difficulty walking or intermittent claudication, and in its worst form can cause chronic foot pain or rest pain, and even ulceration on the foot. A lack of blood flow to the heart can cause one of the most fatal forms of atherosclerosis, a heart attack, otherwise known as myocardial infarction. 1.5 million Americans suffer heart attacks each year. Stroke, otherwise known as cerebrovascular accident, or a transient ischemic attack, otherwise known as TIA, are both caused by a blockage in an artery that carries blood to the brain, almost always a life-changing case of atherosclerosis. After studying the manifestations and dangers of atherosclerosis in depth, I cannot stress the severity of this health condition enough. 17 million people lose their lives to atherosclerosis each and every year in the United States. That means one person out of every 18 people in the United States dies from atherosclerosis each and every year. And for every 3 people that are living with atherosclerosis, one will eventually die from an atherosclerotic disease. I urge you to act now. Talk to your doctor about potential risk factors and investigate your family's medical history. Make the appropriate lifestyle changes to effectively protect your arteries. Atherosclerosis is the quiet killer. Don't let the quiet killer take your life. Remember, 1 in 3 never come back. Will you be another statistic?